What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a great day. Harsh, hello there. I couldn't help but chuckle when I looked at the camera and saw what this looks like with the blue background and the blue and black hoodie. I instantly thought about you. But I feel like right here the chair helps break it off a little bit, right? Like it separates me from the background right here. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know about it down in the comments below. But before you do, listen to me about this hoodie. DIYOJ reached out to me about a month ago. So I customized this hoodie at DIYOJ.com. I'll put the link in the description. You can do the same thing. You can go there, you can find this exact hoodie, you can customize it, put SouthernLogic on it. If you want to go the extra mile, you can even put YouTube on the back of it like I did. But you can get any hoodie, any jersey, short sleeve, long sleeve. I'm sure they have something for you there. The link will be down in the description. Use code SouthernLogic at checkout. You'll get 10% off your order and you'll help out the channel a bunch. Let's jump into this video. So I know a lot of people don't like it when I address the comment section, right? But I have to address it this time because I want to make a point. Because I've been doing live streams lately, and anybody that wants to is welcome to come on to my live stream and debate me about anything. I don't have any emotional attachment to this Idaho Four case. I'm interested in it. I like to know what's going on and studying it and figuring out why he would do such a thing, because that's such a heinous crime. And somebody who seems to have so much going for them in life would just throw their whole life away to go do something where we don't even really know what the connection is, right? It's becoming more and more clear as evidence comes out, but there's so much with, well, the crime scene was kind of contaminated. There's some shady stuff going around with the 8-hour time stuff. There's a lot of questions that comes up for me in this case. And I don't know who might be involved, might not be involved. I don't know if Brian Kohlberger is innocent or guilty. I have no emotional attachment to if he's innocent or guilty. When you come to YouTubers, you're looking at people. You're listening to my ideas and my thoughts, what I believe. You're not listening to somebody who's trying to give you a news breakdown. You're listening to me, and I'm saying, well, this is what I've heard. This is what I've seen. This is what I know about the case. And by all this is what I think. The reason I think this is this, this, and this. And the reason I don't believe this is this, this, and this. So, in videos, I understand you can get frustrated and then you want to leave a comment. But I'm doing live streams now. And I'm not hard-headed. I'm not hateful. I'm not even mean unless you're mean to me first. So, you can come in my live streams and you can say, hey, I disagree about this. And I'll be like, oh, do you want to come up? Do you want to talk about it? And you can say, yeah, and then you can come up and talk about it, and we can have a discussion, and either I'll change your mind or you'll change my mind. Maybe we'll just agree to disagree because we see it different ways. But just because we disagree about something doesn't mean you have to come at me with vitriol. So you're welcome to keep doing that and wasting your time, but it's not a good troll effort, and it's not healthy for your mental state. You have to stay out of the echo chambers. You have to go out and have discourse with people. Maybe if you only hear one version of events over and over, and everybody that you listen to sees it the same way you do, because you don't take time to listen to what anybody else has to say. I change my mind all the time. Today I posted a video and I put a theory out. What I think happened and why I think it happened. Now, that theory goes along with the mainstream narrative. You know why? Because the mainstream narrative is based off of the only verified information we have. We have a lot of other things going on associated with this case, right? It seems like there might be corruption at the police department, according to locals. The police department said the whole time that it was pressure, that they didn't like having the feds there, that they couldn't wait to catch this bad guy and get the feds out of town. So obviously that's going to spark controversy, and people are going to come up with conspiracy theories of why they don't want the cops there. And the locals in the town, money runs that town because it's two colleges right beside each other in two towns that border each other. 10 miles separates these towns, right? So those institutions have a lot of power in that area. the students make up half of the damn population there. So of course they're going to have a lot of power and sway and say so. And then you've got a small town cop, a town that hasn't had murder in 7 years, so they don't have terrible crime. They just have a bunch of party crimes and drinking and driving and things like that going on there, right? And you could see how maybe some backdoor stuff might be going on. And with the feds coming in and looking under every stone and checking into everything, with the whole world watching, trying to see anything that they can exploit or anything that they can find to say this is messed up or that's messed up. If all you're getting is, well, I don't know why they kept looking for Brian Kohlberger, even though he matched the description that the witness gave. He drove the same exact car. The car on video didn't have a front license plate, and he didn't have a front license plate, but everybody else in Washington and Idaho both have front license plates because it's required there. He just still was running his Pennsylvania tag. It seems to make sense that he might have done it when you start hearing about, well, he messaged these people and he liked every post on Instagram and he followed all the victims, and then you hear other people say how he used to be a real weirdo and then he lost a lot of weight, but he still like couldn't make friends good and stuff, and his dad's over there asking the neighbor, will he be friends with his son and stuff. You hear about all this stuff, and none of that says that Brian Kohlberger definitely committed the murders. The man is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But what it does say is it starts to lead you down a path. Now, I know a lot of people feel like the media are the ones leading us down that path because they want us to get to this destination. And that might be true. But in court, they have to prove this stuff. They have to provide evidence that they say they have. They have to show it. And if all the evidence lines up to say he did it, then he probably did it. If other people are involved or he was hired to do it, hopefully some of that comes out. Hopefully so. But we don't have any real reason to believe that aside from, well, this don't seem really all that right and that doesn't seem all that right, and it's just a feeling that something else is going on there. And it's understandable for us to have that feeling that there's something else going on here, but we don't know what that something else is. And to pretend we do, it's irresponsible, right? That's how people go in and they start hating all the true crime channels, because we go in and we pick out little things that have absolutely no bearing on the case and we just pick them to death in order to have something to talk about. And I can't do that. I just can't. Like, there's so much in this case that is there to be talked about and open to be talked about. But certain things, like, I can't get into it. They released 700 pages of, warrants and stuff. And people have had a heyday with those warrants, trying to come up with some kind of story based off the information they requested. When all that says is they requested information from everywhere, that they left no stone unturned, that they looked for this person's stuff and this person's stuff and this person's stuff and this person's stuff, and part of it's redacted, so we don't know whose stuff is what and whose numbers they got from where, and we don't know any of that yet, but it will come out, because it's one thing to have corruption at the Moscow Police Department, however you pronounce it, but it's one thing to have corruption there, but they had 60 FBI agents on this case also. And I understand high-level corruption, but 60 FBI agents along with Idaho State Police and Moscow Police all working this investigation together, it seems highly unlikely that we're just faking something here. Right? It could happen. Anything could happen. Conspiracy theories exist for a reason, because it happens sometimes. Sometimes you have this crazy chain of events that go on that's unbelievable. Look at the Alex Murdaugh trial. Look at all that went on. This, family running the fucking place for 100 years, in charge of prosecution and being civil attorneys, so they're getting rich while they have all the power and control and influence in the area, and they're basically above the law and they do what they want, and people take advantage of power. Power corrupts, absolutely. So, it happens, but it's not in every single case. Sometimes things are the way they appear, sometimes things are not. When I see things that I feel like I want to point out, I want to talk about, that's interesting to me, that bothers me, that makes me feel like something might be different than what's being said or whatever, then I talk about it. But when things seem like they're starting to fall in line and things are making sense and they add up to the same narrative that everybody else, including the police, have, then I'm going to go that direction. I'm on live stream plenty now. I can't tell you exactly how often I'll be on live, but I do plan on doing one weekly show where it's actually a planned show. And then there'll be a bunch of times where I'm just bored and I come in here and I jump on live stream and watch videos and talk to the chat. So you're welcome to come up and talk to me. If you disagree with me, anytime. Try to change my mind. If you enjoy certain things that I say, but you disagree with me on a point, that doesn't mean that you have to hate me now. It doesn't mean that I'm your enemy now. It means, hey, I want to talk to this person and figure out why they feel that way, or tell them why I feel like I feel, and see if I can get through to them, or if we're just going to agree to disagree. That's what I would love. I would love to have those discussions. I'd love to host some live panels, anything you guys want to do. But I can't get past the idea that people will be like, well, I disagree with you here, so I hate you completely, and you're dead to me, and I'm unsubscribing, and I'll never watch you again because you think he did it, and I think he didn't do it. That's insane to me. If you feel that way, fine, do you, boo-boo, but that's a crazy way of thinking when you could just come on and talk to me about it if you feel so strongly about it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this stuff down in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more, hit that notification bell so you'll get notified anytime I post. Have a great day. We'll see you later.